Thank you for stopping by our channel, Dark Destinations. Our mission is to take you on shadowed adventures featuring dark entities and spooky tales of the past and present. Today we will be visiting the Lizzie Borden House. Here at Dark Destinations, we encourage our viewers and subscribers to send us your footage with story for a chance to be featured on this channel. Without further delay, let's jump into today's paranormal odyssey and see what we find looming in this dark destination. In the quiet town of Fall River, Massachusetts, stands a house cloaked in an eerie silence. Nestled among the quaint cobbled streets, the house at 92 2nd Street retains a chilling allure. Its robust structure with its somber wooden exterior seems to whisper tales of a bygone era, an era marked by one of the most infamous murder cases in American history. It's a house that, despite its ordinary facade, has become a beacon for those drawn to the strange and the macabre. The Lizzie Borden House, as it's known today, is more than just an old building. It's a time capsule, a portal to one of the darkest chapters in the annals of true crime. It's a place that attracts tourists and thrill seekers from around the world, each one eager to step into the shadows of a mystery that has endured for over a century. The story begins in the late 19th century with the Borden family. Wealthy and well-respected, they were a pillar of the Fall River community. But beneath the veneer of respectability lurked a chilling secret. On a sweltering August day in 1892, Andrew and Abby Borden, the patriarch and stepmother of the family, were found brutally murdered in their home. The prime suspect, their own daughter, Lizzie. The Lizzie Borden case has since become the stuff of legend, a tale woven into the fabric of American crime lore. The house, the scene of the gruesome crime, stands as a silent witness to the chilling events that unfolded within its walls. Today, the house serves as a bed and breakfast, inviting guests to spend a night in the rooms where history was stained by the macabre. It's a place that, despite its transformation, hasn't quite managed to shake off its past. The echoes of the unsolved mystery continue to reverberate through its hallways, reaching out to the curious and the brave. And so, the stage is set at 92 2nd Street, the house where a family's life was forever marred by the unspeakable. The morning of August 4th, 1892, began like any other, until the unimaginable happened. In the heart of Fall River, Massachusetts, the day dawned with an air of normalcy. The birds sang, the sun cast its golden rays, and the Borden family began their daily routines. Little did they know, a chilling tragedy was about to unfold within the walls of their 2nd Street home. Andrew Borden, a successful businessman, and his wife Abby, were going about their morning like any other. But by midday, their home would become a crime scene, the stage for one of the most gruesome murders in American history. Andrew was discovered first, his lifeless body sprawled across the sitting room couch. His face was nearly unrecognizable, hacked beyond belief with an axe. The discovery was made by none other than Andrew's daughter, Lizzie Borden. She found her father in a state that no child should ever have to witness. Her screams of horror alerted the household, and soon, the local police arrived on the scene. The officers were met with a sight that would haunt their dreams for years to come. Andrew Borden, a respected member of the community, lay in an unfathomable state of brutality. But the horror was far from over. As they ventured further into the house, they stumbled upon Abby Borden. She too had been struck with an axe, her body cold and lifeless in the upstairs guest room. The air was thick with dread as the officers navigated the blood-soaked rooms, their minds grappling with the grotesque nature of the scene. Each detail added another layer to the horror, a chilling testament to the violence that had occurred. The day that started like any other had turned into a nightmare of unimaginable proportions. The Borden family, once respected and admired, were now at the center of a dark and chilling mystery. The echoes of the axe's blows reverberated through the house, staining its history with a blood-curdling tale of murder. In the wake of such horror, the house on 2nd Street would never be the same. As the town reeled from the shock, suspicion fell on an unlikely suspect. In the aftermath of the brutal axe murders of Andrew and Abby Borden, a pall of dread hung over the town of Fall River, Massachusetts. The authorities were desperate to bring the killer to justice, and their gaze fell upon the couple's youngest daughter, Lizzie Borden. The evidence was circumstantial at best: a suspiciously clean dress, a burnt dress, an overheard argument. But it was enough to arrest Lizzie and bring her to trial. The trial of Lizzie Borden was a spectacle unlike any the town had ever seen. The courtroom was packed to the rafters with eager spectators, each hungry for the gruesome details. The evidence was laid bare for all to see. The bloody axe, the eerily spotless dress Lizzie was wearing on the day of the murders, and the ashes of another dress she had burnt just days later. The testimonies were equally damning. Servants spoke of a family in turmoil, of hushed arguments and simmering tensions. Yet, throughout it all, Lizzie Borden maintained her innocence. Her defense team worked tirelessly, picking apart the prosecution's case piece by piece. They pointed out the lack of physical evidence tying Lizzie to the murders and questioned the reliability of the testimonies. They painted a picture of a young woman caught in the crossfire of a town's paranoia and fear. The trial was a media frenzy, with newspapers and telegraph reports sending ripples of shock and fascination across the nation. The public was split, some convinced of her guilt, others staunchly defending her innocence. The media coverage was relentless, turning the quiet town of Fall River into a hotbed of speculation and rumor. And then, after days of deliberation, the jury reached their verdict. Despite the grim evidence, Lizzie Borden walked free, leaving the case forever unsolved. The shadow of suspicion never left her, and the mystery of who killed Andrew and Abby Borden remains one of the most chilling unsolved cases in American history. But some say the story did not end with the verdict. Indeed, the tale of the Borden house has taken a spectral turn. Over the decades since the infamous trial, whispers of hauntings and paranormal occurrences have swirled around the property. Many believe that the spirits of the Bordens, trapped between this world and the next, still roam the halls of their former home. Visitors and residents alike have reported unsettling experiences. Chilled drafts in sealed rooms, the inexplicable scent of moldering fruit, and even the spectral echo of a woman's laughter have been recounted. One particular tale tells of a visitor who, upon entering the house, felt a sudden, overwhelming sense of dread. They claim to have seen a spectral figure in Victorian attire, staring at them from the top of the staircase, an axe gleaming ominously in her hand. The Borden house, with its dark history, has become a beacon for ghost hunters and thrill seekers. Paranormal investigators armed with electromagnetic field detectors and night vision cameras have spent countless hours in the house, hoping to catch a glimpse of the otherworldly. Some have even reported capturing spectral voices on their audio recorders, whispering the chilling words, "I'm sorry," and "guilty." But it's not only the professional ghost hunters who are drawn to the Borden house. Thrill seekers and fans of the macabre also flock to the property, eager to experience the chill of the supernatural. The house, now a bed and breakfast, offers an eerie overnight stay for those brave enough to sleep under the same roof where the gruesome murders took place. Despite the passage of over 130 years, the Borden house continues to intrigue and terrify. The echoes of its bloody past refuse to be silenced, instead manifesting in spectral apparitions and unexplainable phenomena. The specters of the past, it seems, have found a permanent home at 92 2nd Street. In the end, the house stands as a chilling testament to a crime that shocked a nation. The infamous Borden house, a grim symbol of a gruesome act, has left an indelible mark not just on the town of Fall River, Massachusetts, but on the collective consciousness of America. The tale of Lizzie Borden has become an enduring saga, a chilling cocktail of family, violence, and mystery. It's a story that has been passed down through generations, morphing into a legend that has shaped the identity of this historic milltown. Even more than a century later, the echoes of the Borden case continue to reverberate. The whispers of the heinous act committed within the walls of the Victorian-era house have never truly ceased. They've simply grown louder, fueling curiosity and fascination, drawing in a steady stream of visitors year after year. Today, the Borden house serves as a unique bed and breakfast, a macabre attraction for those intrigued by the darker side of history. Here, guests can sleep in the very rooms where the Bordens breathed their last, a chilling prospect that only adds to the house's eerie allure. This transition from a family home to a site of historic horror is a testament to the enduring legacy of Lizzie Borden. The house's current status as a bed and breakfast not only preserves its history, but also keeps the story alive, ensuring that it continues to captivate, terrify, and intrigue. And so, as the legacy of Lizzie Borden lives on, the house stands as a silent witness to the past, a monument to a crime that has never truly been forgotten. The tale of Lizzie Borden, her axe, and the gruesome fate of her parents is a story that has been etched into the annals of American history. As the sun sets on 2nd Street, one can't help but feel a chill, a reminder that this house holds secrets that may never be fully understood. Thank you for joining us on this eerie journey into the shadows. We bid you farewell from the depths of darkness. If you've found yourself entangled in the web of horror we've woven, don't escape just yet. Subscribe and brace yourself for more spine-tingling tales. Remember, fear has a way of finding you, even in the quietest corners. We encourage you to email your footage, and let's keep the fear alive. Until the next haunting encounter, beware of what lurks in the darkness. Stay terrified, and may your haunted encounters be our next story. Until next time, sleep with one eye open, and may your dreams be as unsettling as the stories we share. Stay haunted, my friends.